This is Matt for Into Boxing. I'm delighted for the first time to be joined by Tyrone McKenna. Tyrone, we're here, Belfast. Yeah. Quality fight with Chris Jenkinson. It's an unbelievable fight. How are you feeling?
Great. Obviously, I've moved up weight. This is my first time welterweight. Usually, I'm really struggling for weight. So I feel happy. I feel comfortable, and I feel it was a good decision to move up. I'm excited for the fight on Saturday.
No pun intended, but is that sort of a weight off your shoulders? Not having a genuine, because when you go into a fight, half the battle is making sure your diet's right and you are on point. And if you're already sort of having that uphill battle going into a fight, you must feel a lot better, a lot fitter, and a lot stronger.
See, during camp, I'm absolutely obsessed with weight. Like, I wake up and need to know weight 5 times a day, and or what am I going to eat after training, what I have to lose during training, and it just becomes a bad obsession and a burden on you all through a camp that all you're thinking about is weight, and it gets to you during camp. Like, if you proper depressed, fucking does your head in during camp, just thinking about weight all the time. And this camp, I moved up weight. Obviously, I still had to lose a load, but it's been, as you say, a weight off my shoulders that I've just been able to focus on boxing, focus on my training. I'm able to eat a lot more good stuff, obviously, to perform better in the gym. And it's just I feel more relaxed this week. I feel confident this week, and I'm not worried. I have to go fucking a 10k jog here in a sweatsuit. So yeah.
This fight with Chris could be an absolute war. Everyone expects this to catch fire early. If you were a betting man, how do you see this fight going?
It's just Tyrone McKenna stoppage.
A cut for both.
Do you know what? That's probably going to be odds on the bookies, but a draw for the cuts. But look, I think I'm going to be. Everyone's expecting this to be a clash bomb, set to the ring straight away. It's going to be a war. But Chris actually, a lot of his fights, he boxes in the back foot and stays off for a while. So I don't know what way he's going to box me. I mean, he has came forward in a few fights. He's went back in a few fights. So it just depends what Chris comes out. We all know what kind of Tyrone McKenna's coming out. I'm coming out for a war myself, regardless of what he does. Hopefully there is no cuts, or there's cuts later on, and it doesn't ruin the fight. But I'm excited for him. I think I'm just going to be too high paced and too much punches and munches for him. And yeah, I actually, even though this is a new weight for me, welterweight, I actually think I'm going to be much stronger than him. I think he doesn't punch much or hard at all. We've seen that I can take a serious shot against even pro grade and knock me out. So I have a big belief in my channel. I don't think he's going to be able to hurt me, and I think that's going to be a telling factor in the fight, that he can't hurt me and I can just keep going forward, push the pressure, push the pace, and eventually get him out of there.
Absolutely. Now at this new weight, obviously you mentioned feeling strong and etc. You'll know more on Saturday, but providing you get the victory against Chris, what are you hoping to do after that? Where's the goals? Is it a name? Is it a title? What are you looking to do?
Being entertaining fights, and I mean, there's some entertaining fights there even across the water in England. Obviously CONOR BENN, he's a fight coming up. So, but Florian Marku, I'd love to fight him. I mean,
that's a great fight.
We actually offered him this fight for this one, and he didn't take it. We offered him it when I was late welter, and I said, look, I'll make 145. 5 pounds above. He had to just lose an extra 2 pounds.
So they turned that down?
They turned it down, and then they flew all the way to Dalbini because they were scared of me, it seems. So, listen, this is what's happening when Tyrone McKenna moves up weight. Florian Marku flies to Dalbini, and CONOR BENN jumps up 3 weight classes. I mean, this is the fear factor that people have. I
mean, I know you sort of half saying it as a joke, but you CONOR BENN, he's fighting Chris Eubank for bloody mega millions. Be honest, you know saying that. You crack me up. You mentioned before off camera, someone I want to talk to you about. You'd sparred, unbeknown to me, Jaron Ennis some years back when he was a kid. We talked about it a bit off camera, but just for the viewers, talk to us about what them sparring sessions were like, how good he was, and at that particular age.
Yeah, well, obviously I went to Philadelphia at the start of my career, and I was going about different gyms looking for a new trainer, and I walked into this gym, Bosey's Dungeon it's called. So I walked into Bosey's Dungeon. That's Boots Ennis' his father. He's a great trainer, and I walked in. I was enjoying his training with him, and he was like, "Right, you're going to fight. You're going to spar this kid, my son." And he pointed to his son. And I said, "What age is he?" And he said, 16 now. Right, much fights does he have? And he said he's only amateur. He's only had 2 or 3 fights. 2 or 3 amateur fights. He's 16. I'm going to hurt this guy. So I jumped in the ring, and I'm not joking you. It was like trying to throw or hit someone with a bag of rice. I could not touch him. He was unbelievable at 16 years old. I shared the ring with him for 2 years solid. It was with good spars. Wouldn't say he always got better than me or I always got better than him. It was good solid spars, but he was only young. He's only 16, 17, 18. He's a man now, and he's looking like he's cleaning up the division. I think he's probably one of the best welterweights out there at the minute.
You think he more than hold his own with the likes of a Crawford and Spence and beat those guys now? Is that the opinion you have?
100%. To be honest, he seems like he's good at all sports. I see him playing basketball, doing a few other sports.
All-rounder.
You want to see someone's basketball? But yeah, he's just a natural athletic man, and he's crazy confidence. Like he has so much belief in himself. So I think if he was fighting Terence Crawford or someone like that, he would believe in himself so much that he would win. He's got all the skills. When I sparred him, the only thing he lacked, I think, was power, because he was a kid. He was only 16, 17, 18. Now he's 24, 25, 26. I don't know what age he is. He's going to have that serious power as well as that speed, that reaction time, the silky skills, the defence he has. He has absolutely everything.
It's going to be an interesting ride with Boots. Let's talk about CONOR BENN. You just mentioned him a couple of minutes ago and mentioned that jump.
I'm only joking you, by the way. You moving up is a serious move.
Well, he's not running from you now.
He's not.
No, talk to us about this fight, because I'm getting a lot of people's opinion on it. I'd be very interested to know what you think about him fighting Chris. There's talks of it being, I can't remember what it was, 156 or 57 with rehydration clauses. What's your take on that whole situation?
Initially, I thought, fuck here, CONOR BENN is a ballsy going up weight division to fight him. But the more I think of it, Eubank's going to struggle more. Like, he's going to have to drain himself to the bare minimum to get down that weight. And then there's a rehydration clause. So he's trying to fight when you aren't fully hydrated and you're not at your normal weight. He's a naturally bigger man, so he's going to find it tough after 3-4 rounds. Maybe 3-4 rounds, he'll try and get Ben out of there. But if Ben can get past the 3rd, 4th round, this power's going to be gone. He's going to have not have much left in the tank, to be honest. I think it's a smart move by CONOR BENN.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I suppose that when you're moving up in weight class, there's always a bit of give and take, isn't it? Especially when you're jumping up that much. But this is more for legacy, isn't it? And because the dads have fought. And what did you think when you saw that rivalry from like a bygone day? That's something special for British boxing, isn't it?
It was a lethal rivalry, and I genuinely think Ben and Eubank are the carbon copies of their dads. Like, they talk like each other, they act like each other, they box like each other. They're just the spit of their dads. So I think it's just going to be the same kind of build-up and same kind of hatred that their two dads had. And I'm excited for it. It's a fight I'm buzzing for.
Absolutely. Now, Tyrone, I see you a lot after your fights. You go for a cheeky Guinness. More than just a Guinness. But what's your plans after this weekend? Providing you get the victory and touch wood, everything goes in your favour. What's the sort of night or the day after look like for you?
Day after is I've got a big back garden party booked. I've hired bartenders. I've hired a cocktail maker. I've bought Guinness kegs, bought cider kegs, bought a big marquee. Got the football on a projector. This is going to be an epic bar after the fight. So I'm excited.
What football team you support?
Everton. I'm an Evertonian.
Oh yeah.
What are you?
Liverpool.
Well, this interview is finished.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I seem to remember seeing on your story. You're
a scum. Look at you.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. How do you think your season will be? I mean, I'm quite confident ours might be all right, but
I'm quite confident that it can't be as bad as last year.
Richarlison's gone.
But every year they seem to surprise me with how bad they get. Like they've sold out half their team, and they haven't brought in what they need. Like it's,
Who have they brought in this year?
I can't even think of what's top of my head, but it's not enough.
I normally know, but I can't think.
They're just on a selling mode at the minute.
Would you be happy just to stay up again?
No, I wouldn't be happy just to stay up again. I want to play some decent football this season and fucking get somewhere.
It'd be interesting. I'm not sure about you guys. I think Frank's not a bad manager,
No,
but
I think Frank done a good job at the end of the season there last year. And
it was going off.
I think the fans have got behind Frank and I'm supporting him and I think he'll do well this year, to be honest.
Well, look, I'd like to say I wish
As
you.
long as we beat you twice this season, we'll be happy.
You'd be happy with one, wouldn't you? Be honest. You'd take 2 draws now, wouldn't you?
No, I would.
Oh, God. Well, look, Tyrone McKenna, I don't wish your team well for obvious reasons, but I wish you well this Saturday. Good luck. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.